Working on another big budget epic.
Are you working on another big budget epic, Werner?
This budget was so low that it's under the radar of every major studio. But since I always had to produce my own films, I know how to manage fairly small budgets and make big films out of it. So the wildest of all was Aguirre, The Wrath of God, which had a grand total budget of $360,000.
Werner, maybe you can talk, you mentioned unfinished business, maybe you can talk a little bit more specifically about what that means in this film.
I think we should not go too much into comparing the two films, because most of you, I suppose, have not seen the documentary Little Dieter Needs to Fly. It is worthwhile to see it, how these films complement each other. I just want to mention one detail. Dieter in the documentary says, almost casually, he dismisses fights between the prisoners, and he says, oh yeah, we had some disagreements over whether we should escape or not. And that was that. He didn't say anything anymore. But I knew from discussions with him and night-long tales that he told me that they hated each other at moments so bad that they would have strangled each other if they had a hand free and if they hadn't been cross-handcuffed. So it was quite obvious that all these moments in the prison camp and many details that are not mentioned at all in the documentary should be part of a feature film. There was always a feature film there, and the documentary was just the first step into it.
Over there. A number of the shots have the camera looking straight into something green. What was your personal reaction to the jungle, the environment, the greenery, incredibly rich coloring?
I like the jungle against my better judgment, and I'm faring pretty well in the jungle. Whenever it gets physical, I'm good. And I said so to Christian, this is going to be a very, very physical film. And that was quite clear, and Christian, of course, is a very well-trained man. He came from Batman, where he was in very, very good shape. And when you see him crawling under the hut and out to the Palisades, no spider, no crab could move better than him. But of course, that is only the surface of things. It is something that I'm blessed that I have worked with the three best actors of their generation.
Earlier in the year, when you were at the Theater doing your talk, part of that perspective of your work, you mentioned that nature is violent, if you recall that, and was this your take, or was this something that Peter had given you about his experience?
Well, it doesn't show so much violence of nature, but I have said it before, and it's slightly different. And it was out of a conflict with Klaus Kinski, who kept raving and ranting how erotical the jungle was, and I never liked that. And I kept saying, no, the jungle is not erotical, it's obscene, and it is vile and base. And of course, I like the jungle, and here in the jungle, of course, when you're out there and you're barefoot, and you have nothing to eat and you have no shelter, then of course it becomes a major player in the film. And it became a major everyday thing for Christian and the other actors. I recall a day when we did the raft scenes that we spent 8 or 9 hours wet, mostly in the water up to our armpits for 9 hours. And nobody ever complained. So.
Leeches and snakes and all of that, but I was looking forward to that, from the start.
I knew everything that would be involved, and you know, like you can see in the scenes where we're hacking through the jungle, it was torture. It was like syrup, you know, getting through this thing. It was absolutely endless, and I enjoyed every second of it. Really, I liked that very much. You know, I liked you know, the constant mud and ooze that we were going through, the cutting of our feet, the kind of lacerations we were coming home with. It just made you feel like you were really doing something each day.
But, I would like to mention the daily struggles to make a film like that. I was blessed with a great crew. Just one of them is here, Harry Knapp, who was my first AD. He's Harry Short. He's a leader of men and saved a lot. The film was plagued with trouble, like every film that happens, and that's fine. Nobody should complain. I must say I'm very proud of what we did together, and I would like to ask for your apologies that I do not want to stay here too long.
Thank you very much, Werner. Thank you very much.